Hello there and welcome back, and we are talking about our sensory activities for the week of September 28th, and we are going to be doing a bunch of different projects with skip counting, okay? So the first one we're going to do is a feel and find activity. So what you're going to need for that is you're going to need either your modeling clay from your sensory kit or some Play-Doh and your glass blobs. And they are going to be challenged to take the glass blobs out, counting by ones, twos, and fives. So you're going to put it in there, fold it up really good, and then they need to use their finger strength and take them out, starting by counting by ones, and then counting by twos. The next one challenge will be counting by twos, and when you count by twos, you're putting them in a little pile of two there, and four, and six, etc. And you can do by fives also. You could probably fit 10 or 15 of these glass blobs in there, and they can be strengthening those hands, getting that sensory input, and skip counting for our first activity, feel and find. And let's talk about lacing plates next. So for these lacing plates, here's what you're going to need. You're going to need a couple paper plates. You're going to need either some ribbon or yarn or string. I did not provide this in your learning kit, but hopefully you have something, some kind of string lying around the house to do this. You're going to need a couple yards, a good amount, and then you're going to need the hole punch and some colored markers. Okay, so the first thing that you're going to do is actually you're going to help them with this first part by you're going to put the numbers on the plate like this. So for twos, you're going to put a 2 there. The 4 would go kind of across. 6 might be across this way. 8 across this way. 10, 12, 14, 16. You get the idea. So that they can be going across the plate with their lacing. And I'm at 8 now. I'm going to go to 10. All right. So you can do this. You can do this with 1 to 20, counting by ones. You can do skip counting, 2 to 20 or higher to 30, putting it around the plate. You can do a plate with fives, 5, 10, 15, 20. And you can do that with counting by tens, okay? So they're practicing their lacing skills. They're using their fine motor. They are, once you have put the numbers on the plates, they're going to do the hole punches next to the numbers, and then they're going to be using their ribbon or their string to do the lacing, okay? And that's a super fun little activity. The next thing, the next little project is you're going to be needing a cookie sheet, your Play-Doh, toothpicks, and beads. And so for this one, they're going to make 3 balls of Play-Doh, and they can be about this size or a little smaller, not a little bigger than a ping pong ball. And you're going to have them put some toothpicks. You're going to put 10 toothpicks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then they're going to start by counting by ones. So they're going to put their beads, most of these beads fit over these toothpicks, a couple of them don't, but most of them do. And they're going to be counting by ones. They're going to put 1 bead on each toothpick. Okay? counting by ones to 10. All right, so it's going to look something like this. They're going to make another ball and they're going to do by 2. So you're going to put the toothpicks in and they're going to be putting 2 beads on each toothpick and then counting by 2s. They're going to make another one counting by 5s, and you can put 4 or 5 of the toothpicks on, and they need to put 5 of the beads on the toothpicks. Okay? We are going to show you another thing to do, and this could be done on either printer paper or construction paper. I think a nice piece of colored paper might make this look nice. So what they're going to do first is the things they're going to need are Q-tips and beads. Q-tips and beads, a colored marker, a piece of printer or construction paper, and then you've got your tempera colors, okay? And so the first thing they're going to do is they're just going to be making their bead things by 2. And they fit right over nicely. So 2, and then you're going to put the glue on, just make a little line across, and then stick it down for 2. And then you're going to get another Q-tip and you're going to put 4 on. Okay? And so on. I'd put glue my 4 on, and then I'm going to put 6 beads on and glue 6 on, and then 8 on, and then 10 on. So you're going to glue them about here, and you're going to have them write the numbers 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and then underneath they're going to use their tempera paint to make the paint dots to correspond with 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10. So I'll be doing 2 of each dot. And then when I make 4, I'll make 2 of each dot and then go to a different color. So it's being counting by 2s to each of each paint color. And it should look something like this. Okay? Now this is another really good visual, you can use this as a visual guide. They can put this up next to their learning area and they can start to internalize counting by 2s, and that can be really useful for them. And then the final thing is we are making some crayon cards. And the way we do that is you're starting out with a piece of printer paper, and you're going to start by just folding it in half lengthwise like this. You're going to fold it again lengthwise, and then you're here. Now you're going to fold it this way. Make sure you're making some nice sharp creases, and finally this way. Okay, so it looks like this. Make sure those creases are nice and sharp. You're going to open it up, and your student, after they have made their folds, they're going to trace the creases with a marker. It's going to be 3 creases going down and 3 creases going across. And what's going to happen with this, you're going to do one of these for counting by 1s, 2s, and 5s. So for the 1s, you can highlight or use pencil, and we're making a nice big well-formed number 1, number 2, 3, 4 for counting by 1s, down to to the bottom, and then you're going to do another one with 2, so it would be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. So after they have put their numbers down, then they're going to take their crayons and they're going to be tracing the numbers with crayon. You're going to have them use different colors, and they are going to do this over 4 times. They're going to cover over the number 4 times. So it starts to look like this. And it has a really nice effect. So let's see, with my number 1, I have green, pink, blue, and red. So it starts to look something like that. Once they've done tracing over their numbers with crayon 3 or 4 times, then they're going to cut out. They're going to cut along the line, the folded lines that they traced with the marker, and then they're going to cut them out like this. Okay? And what they're going to end up with then is a stack of numbers. These are my 2s. So we're going to mix them around, and we're going to work on putting them into order. And you can always refer to your number line or your hundreds chart to help guide you. Okay? So that's one way of doing it. And then you're going to have them go from least to greatest, and you're going to do this with 1s, 2s, 5s, and 10s. And we're going to be using these cards with some of our para activities as well this week. So hopefully they can make their number cards. You're using a lot of different layers of the crayon to be practicing writing those numbers and having kind of a pretty effect, colorful effect as well. All right, so those are our sensory activities for this week. I hope you have fun.